Welcome to Radically Loved Radio. I am your host, Rosie Acosta, yoga teacher and teacher trainer, mindfulness coach, speaker, and creative writer. I am also the founder of radicallylove.com, a website where you can go for more information about yoga, mindfulness, meditation, and lifestyle advice. On this podcast, we talk to people within our health and wellness community that are creating content through the ritualistic practice of yoga, meditation, or overall mindful living. We hope to create value in your life so that you can achieve your highest potential and live a radically loved life. To stay in touch with us, just follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Rosie Acosta and on Facebook at Radically Loved Rosie. You can sign up for our newsletter on radicallylove.com to stay up to date on future workshops, retreats, and latest podcasts. Hey everyone, welcome back to the segment of Rosie answering her own radically loved interview questions. So I left off on essentially answering the questions about transformation. And one of the things that I really love talking to my guests about is those pivotal moments in their lives, right? Those moments that created a shift, or where people had that aha moment, or that awareness that ultimately created a shift in their life. So another question I like to ask, and this is mostly in regard to the wisdom part of ourselves, is if there's any mantra or any words of wisdom that you live by. And for me, I know that there's always been this consistent theme in my life. I always envision myself on like a life raft. And every time I make a decision, I leave my small little deserted island and I get on my life raft and I start paddling out into the ocean. And as I look onto the shore, the safety zone, I like to call it, I keep vacillating between going back and going further out. Further out to me represents new opportunity, a new experience, taking a chance, having blind faith and belief. Looking at the shore is a metaphor for security, to what is known, to what is familiar. For me, the constant theme has always been, I'm more out than in, meaning if I'm on the life raft, I'm already further out. I'm already more closer to the realm of possibility and adventure and possible death than I am being safe on the perimeter. And I think that since I was a child, for me, that's always been my belief. I think that's one of the biggest narratives that I truly believe, because I've seen the magic of what taking a chance looks like. And I know for many of you out there who are faced with the same decision in whatever area of your life, or in all areas, or if it's something that you experienced in the past, every single person listening to this, we can all relate to that in some way, shape, or form. And part of what I wanted to create with this podcast was an opportunity to facilitate this conversation so that we know that we're not alone, and that we know that we are radically loved, and we're always going to have people in our corner. We're always going to have people along the way that are going to be our angels, if you will, or our mentors, or our people that motivate us and that continue to inspire us and hold us up to a high standard. And sometimes if you don't have those people, it's going to have to be you. Guess what? It's always going to have to be you, because the other thing about that metaphor of being on that life raft is that it's just you rowing the boat. That's it. That's all we have. And that could sound a bit morbid and daunting for some, and for others, it can sound inspiring and exciting and exhilarating. So because of that, This is one of the questions that I always like to ask my guests, and I hope that you answer as well. I'm curious to hear if there's any words of wisdom or mantra that you live by. If you haven't yet joined our Facebook group, go there now. We're starting some really great conversations, and I'm really excited to connect with all of you listening to this podcast. We've been doing this for years now, and I feel like our community has grown substantially, and I'm really looking forward to creating a deeper connection with all of you listening. So that's it for now. Join us for the final part of our Radically Loved questions. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to hearing what you thought. Powerful You is coming to Los Angeles. Finally, I'm so excited. This 3-day transformative event brings world-renowned influencers, visionaries, and entrepreneurs directly to the LA area. So get ready, LA. And if you're not in LA, you must come. We've got some incredible people speaking, many who have been guests on this podcast. We've got Lisa Bilyeu, Lori Harder, Glennon Doyle, and I get to be speaking at this event, which is still hard for me to believe. I'm so excited. It's May 17th through the 19th. Get your tickets at powerful-u.com, or you can go to the show notes of this podcast and go directly to the link to get your tickets now. This event will sell out, and I really hope that you treat yourself and get an opportunity to come to this amazing event. So I'll see you soon. Hey listeners, we need your support. Help us by subscribing and rating to this podcast. Send us a snapshot of your review or comment, and we will send you a very special Radically Loved gift. Send your comment to info@radicallyloved.com. You can also click on the show notes here on this podcast for more information. If you want to be part of our community, please click the link to our private Facebook group on the show notes of this particular podcast so you can be the first to hear of upcoming trainings, retreats, and special Radically Loved events. Thanks so much for listening.